I spoke to Mr. Van Cleef this morning about the date, the venue, and the time for the exchange. Now, you must be very clear about these matters, Derek, so listen carefully. The exchange will take place this coming Friday at 12 noon.
12 noon, right.
That's right. Now, here is the address in Amsterdam. Memorize it, and then destroy it.
Doesn't self-destruct, then?
Be serious, Del, please. Friday at 12, right?
All right, got it.
Now, my cousin Hussein will meet you in Van Cleef's office.
Well, cousin? Stone me, Abdul. Your family get everywhere, don't they? Got a brother in France, cousin in Holland. Sure you ain't got no one out and out of Mongolia?
A very distant uncle, but we never talk about him. My cousin is also a diamond merchant. He will be there to check the merchandise.
Check it, all right.
Don't want you coming back with a load of Mickey Mouse gear, do we, Del boy?
Watch it, boy. See, my mum gave me them.
Oh.
Shh. That's all right. That's all right. Come on, where's the money? Where's the money?
There's 50 grand there, Del boy. Please be careful with it.
Trust me, boy, see?
Of course we trust you.
What's the combination of this, then?
When you get to Van Cleef's office, you phone me and then I'll give you the combination.
Oh, that's terrific. That's a great deal of trust, that is, isn't it, eh?
One thing we forgot to mention, the most important thing of all. If anything should go wrong, no, nothing can go wrong, but if it should, you never heard of us.
Leonardo had nothing to do with it. You never heard the name Van Cleef. It's just a precaution, Del boy.
Terrific. That means I'm up on offer, doesn't it, eh?
That's what we're paying you 15 grand for.
All right. Don't worry, there won't be no comebacks. Yeah, what about the expenses for these aeroplane tickets, then?
Tickets? You only need one, Derek.
No, I'm taking my kid brother with me.
Taking Rob? What is this, a bloody outing?
No. Rodney's going to be my diversion for when I come back through the customs. Look, it's going to be hard enough. What with Slater and the 7th Cavalry ferreting about amongst all the duty-frees. Don't make it any harder.
Very well. We will pay the expenses.
It's all right.
Don't lump them up too much,
All
though.
right.
Right, I'm off.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what the smell was all night.
Right. We'll see you next Friday when you return. Good luck, Derek.
Yeah, best of luck, Del boy.
Thank you.
Give us a minute to get clear.
Parker, down there. Hoskins, check over the back there.
What was that, sir?
Dunno, sounded like a crow.
Crow.
Del?
That you, Rodney?
Yes, me.
I knew you'd come and save me. You're a saint, Rogers. Oh, you're a 42-carat saint.
Come on, let's get you out of here.
It's been a nightmare, Rodney. A bloody nightmare. Camp on Blood Island was a doddle compared with that.
Look, do you want something to eat or a cup of tea?
No, sure, we ain't got time for all that. We've got to get the aeroplane tickets and a lot, haven't we, eh? Come on, let's go. Come on, Rodney, come on. Where the bloody hell am I?
Oh.
Hull? Well, Hull in... What's his name?
Yorkshire, yeah.
What the bloody hell am I doing in Hull?
Well, this is where Denzel brought you, innit? He's most probably got a load to pick up.
Bloody half-head Denzel. I'll get him. You just see if I don't.
Oi, don't you think you ought to have a rest, eh? Get your strength back.
No, I don't, Rodney. Just get me back to Peckham as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'll be saying hey up and breeding whippets before I'm very much older. Come on. Switch that off, Rodney, and take a look.
What?
Boats.
Oh, yeah.
Big boats, little boats.
Yeah, there's red one, white one, look.
But don't you see, Rodney?
See what?
Slater's got all the airports covered. Why has he got all the airports covered? Because that's how he thinks that we're getting back into the country.
Yeah. But that's how we are getting back in the country.
Not anymore, we ain't. We're going by boat.
Oh, yes, like it. Derek. Yeah, we get the ferry.
Not the ferry, you plonker. The customs there are going to be just as bad as they are at the airports. No, we're going to sail across in our own little boat.
Sorry?
We're going to sail out of here to Holland and back again, and no one will be any the wiser.
We are gonna... Us? In the sea?
Yeah. Look, it's not far. Look, it's only across the water there, look, isn't it, eh? I mean, I remember seeing it on the map. It's only that far.
Derek, we'll die.
No, it'll be a piece of cake. We'll be in and out of there like a sour plum.
Derek, we don't know the first thing about sailing a boat.
Oh, Rodney, use your filbert. I'm gonna get one with an engine. Have you got any idea where we are?
Well, not really, Del. I'd never got the hang of these charts.
Well, then how in God's name did you expect to get us across to Holland?
Well, Del said it weren't all that far.
Well, it ain't all that far if you're going in the right bleeding direction. Should have been in Holland 5 hours ago. Look at it. Middle of the poxy bleeding night and not a windmill anywhere. Thought you said that you could sail a boat.
Well, it went, didn't it?
I know it went. Yeah, it went all right, but where? Eh? No, Albert, where is our position?
Well, we're here, aren't we? Sort of.
Oh, right. So, according to all your calculations, we're just off the Strait of Gibraltar, but we're also very close to Copenhagen.
Well, it narrows it down a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, in the right ocean at least, haven't we?
When I was in the Navy, I was a boiler maintenance man.
So you've never actually studied navigation at all?
Boiler maintenance men didn't have to. See, the boiler has a tendency to go wherever the ship's going. Look, we can't be far away, can we? I mean, seemed to go pretty straight, didn't we?
Pretty... He's something else, isn't he? And what about all the currents they got around here, eh? We could have drifted anywhere by now.
Yes, he's right and all, isn't he? We're in the middle of the North Sea, aren't we? It's got more currents than cross bum.
Let's not panic, eh? We'll wait till the morning, bound to see something.
Oh, yeah. We keep our eyes peeled for tulips. Listen out for the sound of clogs.
Stars.
What's
The stars.
stars? You don't need to read your horoscope, Rodney, to realise you're in dead lumber.
Them stars. You can steer a ship by the stars.
He's right and all. I remember seeing it once in the O'Deeding line.
That's a bloody good idea, Rodney. There's millions of them, weren't there?
I love him. I just bloody love him.
He's Isn't there anything up there that rings a bell?
I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to be looking for. They've all got names, ain't they? Like the bear, things like that.
Well, can't you just find the bear?
Well, what does it look like?
Well, it looks like a bloody rabbit, doesn't it? I mean, what do you think a bear looks like?
Where would I find it?
Standing up there on top of the glacier mint. You're giving me the hump, you are, Al, but you give me the right hump.
Look!
What?
Out there! It's Concord.
So?
I'm just saying. Concord.
I'm gonna kill him, the soppy old dear. I'm gonna kill you.
Del, leave him alone.
You have the money, Mr. Trotter?
Yes, I have the money, Mr. Van Cleef. You have the diamonds?
Yes. I have the diamonds. If you'll examine them, I'll make the phone call.
Hello. Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Van Cleef. It's him.
Your man has arrived. Of course. He wants to talk to you.
Hello, Pussy.
Everything all right, Del?
Yeah, couldn't be better.
Is my cousin there?
Is Abdul's cousin there?
Yeah, he's checking the merchandise now.
These are blue white stones. Purity absolutely clean. Cut by experts. They are of the finest quality.
He says they're pucker.
The stones are good. Okay, Del. I'm now going to give you the combination to the briefcase. It's 714
714
939.
939.
Good. I believe these are yours, Mr. Trotter.
Thank you very much. Boise, we got a deal.
Good. No problems?
Nah, everything went as sweet as a nut. I'll see you soon.
Yeah. Don't forget now, will ya?
I'll give you a bell.
Will you be needing me any longer?
No, on your way, pal.
The exchange is completed. Thank you. It's nice to do business with you as well.
Well, must fly. See you soon, Mr. Van Cleef.
Good day, Mr. Trotter, and good luck.
Thank you. Ajax.
The courier has just left. She'll be with you soon. Trotter. Derek Trotter.
Here's your money.
I'll put it on the table.
Oh, Dal.
On the table, on the table.
Buenos dias.
Bloody hell. Slater!
Rodney, take this way. At the back. Well, let's get to the...
They're pretty, aren't they?
Inspector Slater.
Chief Inspector.
My apologies. Chief Inspector. Couldn't we discuss this in a civilized and gentlemanly manner?
What's to discuss? I've got you banged to rights. You smell like a mackerel trawler.
So would you if you spent half the week in the middle of the North Sea?
Oh, so you came in by sea, did you? I just spent 18 hours waiting at Gatwick Airport for you. Who is this little person? Don't tell me. You're a trotter, ain't you?
I'm the boy's uncle.
Yeah, you can see the family resemblance. It's those shifty little rodent eyes and the furtive movement of the feet. Dead giveaway. This is a very sad day for me. My very last case, and I have to nick two of my old school friends. Still, never mind, eh? 30. Spot on.
Roy.
Give us a break, will ya? Wasn't us that smuggled those diamonds in. It was Del Boy.
Yes, he's right, Chief Inspector. It was nothing to do with us. It was them three.
No. It was just me, Slater.
No, I was the brains behind it. Oh, all right then.
It is tearing me apart to see you lot squirming like this. What am I to do? Away you go, Parker.
Let's go.
All right. I've reached a decision. There are two ways we can handle this unfortunate situation. One, I take you all down the nick with the evidence and see you banged up for 5 years apiece. Or two, I walk out of here and pretend it never happened.
Yeah, that sounds a good scheme, Roy. Let's pretend it never happened.
Yes, I will go along with that.
What do you think, Del Boy?
I think something smells very fishy around here. And it ain't just these clothes. How come you knew there was 30 diamonds in that bag?
Yeah. And how come you knew who was involved right from the start?
Just a minute. When we were in the cafe the other day, that bloke you was telling us about that you couldn't nick for smuggling diamonds because of lack of evidence. What was his name?
You mean Hendrik?
Yeah. His surname wouldn't have been Van Cleef by any chance, would it?
You found me out, you rascal.
What? You and Van Cleef?
That's right. He offered me a little business deal. He sets up a bunch of wallies who are greedy enough to smuggle diamonds into the country, and I pick them up this side of the water. Not only do we get paid at both ends, you take all the risks. Brilliant, isn't it? It's the third time we pulled it off. And there is nothing you can do about it. Unless, of course, you fancy a spell in the scrubs.
Del,
All right, hold on a minute.
Oi, listen, you two. This hasn't turned out as bad as you think.
Hasn't turned out as bad as we think.
it's turned out bloody well, Rodney.
Albert Porter drinks.
What do you want, Rodney?
Well, an explanation would be nice.
Listen to me. You know that 50 grand that we took over to Amsterdam? Was counterfeit.
It was counterfeit? And you knew?
Well, not till I opened the case in Van Cleef's office, I didn't. There's one thing I do know about Rodney, and that is kosher reddies. Oh, cheers.
You didn't tell no one?
Oh, yes. I said, excuse me, Mr. Van Cleef. All that money, it's Mickey Mouse money. Of course I didn't. I just stood there and prayed. Of course, my old April was going like a moped. Fortunately, he gave the money to these two gorillas to check, and, well, they were about as bright as an eclipse.
So Boise and Abdul sent us over there with fake money?
Mm-hmm.
Right. You're going to get even with him for that, ain't we?
We already have, Rodney.
Eh?
Go on, Albert. Show him.
Hold your hand out.
real, aren't they?
They're top of the range, my son. Blue, white, purity, absolutely clean. They are, as they say in France, chassé de forme.
Oh, no, hold on. Slater picked up 30 diamonds.
No, he didn't. He took 28 diamonds and 2 cat's eyes.
Oh, Derek. Oh, who's a pretty boy, then?
Worth about 5 grand each. Well, by the time we put them through the fence, we'll get, what, 6 grand for the pair. At £6,000 split 3 ways means that you two get £1,000 each in your skies.
Yeah. Hey?
Well, actually, we got slightly more than that, Derek.
What do you mean?
You know that 15 grand that went missing?
We didn't go missing. That Bark Slater picked it up, didn't he?
Oh, Slater didn't pick it up.
Hmm?
I did.
You crafty little sod, Rodney.
Well, you know, it was just there, lying on the table. And in all that confusion, when we tried to escape, I could just hear it saying, Daddy, Daddy. So I picked it up.
You know what we're going to do with this money, Rodney?
Yes, we'll invest it. We'll make it work for us. This time next year, we'll be millionaires. Or shall we go to Benidorm?
Now, I'll show you what we're going to do with it.
For a minute, I thought he threw that 15 grand out the window.
Don't be silly, Unc. I mean, he'd do a silly thing like that.
It was Boyce's money, wasn't it? It was fake. Dud. It's a counterfeit.
But it looked genuine enough to me, because, you know, it had all the little watermarks in it and the little silver strips and everything.
Oh, leave it out, Rodney. What do you think I am, eh? Some sort of Wally.
Could I have 2 very dry white wine and sodas, please?
Rodney! Brothers! Excuse me. Ah, all right, bruv. I was getting a bit worried, you know, the old timer's creeping on there. All right, darling? Yeah, they reckon it's going to be a good one tonight. Wait, John, when you finish your dinner break, can we have some service up here?
He is already serving me.
Who is he? Ah, right. Oi, Cuba Libra in there for moi, all right?
Dale, what the bloody hell are you doing here?
Oh, well, that's charming, that, isn't it, eh? That's charming. Well, there were 4 tickets, right, up for grabs. You know me, I love a bit of opera.
You? The only opera you've ever seen was Tommy, and that was on video.
What? Oh.
Victoria, this is my brother Derek.
Oh, hello, how nice to meet you.
And you. And may I say, Victoria, how particularly lovely that you are looking tonight.
Thank you. I didn't realise that you were going to be joining us.
Oh, yes, well, there were 4 tickets available, you see.
And I bought them all.
Oh, yes, Rodney bought them all. Well, that's him, you know, he's generous to a fault. Well, cheers.
I don't believe it.
What don't you believe?
Well, this is the Theatre Royal, Drury Lane, right? And somebody has ordered a kissogram. There.
You saucy git, that's my bird.
Damn it ain't.
It is, it's Junie. You know June, she lives over in Zimbabwe House.
I used to go out with her daughter.
Oh, no, don't worry, she won't say a word. Wait, Junie! Here, girl.
I weren't sure where you got to. Them cars isn't half posh.
Yes, well, you always go to the best places with me, sweetheart. Oh, allow me to introduce you. Lady Victoria, I want you to meet June Snell.
Good evening, June. Hello. You all right?
Lady Victoria, remember?
Oh, yeah. It's a great pleasure to meet you, Mum. Oh, no, please. I mean, it really isn't necessary.
No. Please, Victoria. Junie likes to keep herself in perspective, don't you, girl?
Oh, yeah, I think it's best.
Oh, of course, you know Rodney, don't you?
Whatcha?
Whatcha?
He used to go out with my daughter, Debbie. So, you're an opera buff as well, are you, June? I saw one once on BBC Two. Our telly had gone up the wall. It was the only channel we could get. There was that world-famous foreign bloke singing, weren't there?
Oh, yeah, wonderful voice.
Oh, yes, very talented. Great big fat git, wasn't he?
Could not put a song across, though, couldn't he? Of course, this is my most favourite opera, this one, you know, Carmen. Oh, yeah. Love it. Figaro, 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 Figaro.
That's from the Barber of Seville.
Oh, of course it is, of course it is. I don't know what's the matter with me. No, I always get those two mixed up, you know, the Barber of Seville and Carmen.
Well, Carmen's an hairdryer, isn't it?
Yeah, well, of course it is, yeah. God, Naomi's rung that one early, isn't he?
Yeah, still, we've got time for another one, haven't we? So what's that? White wine and soda, Junie.
Oh, Benedictine and lemonade. Excuse me. The bell is simply to tell the audience that the performance is about to begin.
Good morning, Charlie Hodout. Couldn't have picked a better day for it, could you? Go away.
Hello again. I didn't expect to see you here.
Oh, well, I didn't expect to see me here.
And I didn't expect to see me here either. I was supposed to be down at Leisure playing in a crib championship. Instead of that, he drags me all the way out to bloody Berkshire.
Oh, cheers, darling. Thank you. I needed that. That's lovely. Listen, let me explain what happened, right? Well, I was tidying up the flat, and guess what I found in one of the wardrobes, eh? Only his evening suit. Well, I thought to myself, he's left it behind. He can't go to dinner dressed like that. So I had no option but to drive it down here.
Oh, I see. Well, that was very nice of you. Wasn't it, Rodney?
Yeah.
Daddy!
You bloody liar. I packed my evening suit. I packed it myself personally.
Couldn't have done, Rodney, because I had to get back in the wardrobe.
Because you took it out of my suitcase after I packed it.
Now, why would I want to do a thing like that, eh?
So you could bloody well come down here.
No, I didn't.
Daddy, this is Rodney's brother, Derek Trotter. Derek, I'd like you to meet my father.
No introductions necessary. I recognise your photograph from a sporting life. Tell me, how's Amson Sampson? Has he got over that fetlock sprain yet?
Yes, he's doing very nicely, thank you.
Ah, good. And what about the derby next year? You know, will he be trying?
Trying? Mr. Trotter, it's a derby. Everyone will be trying.
Ah, good. As long as I know where to put my money, Your Grace.
Victoria tells me you've driven all the way down from London with Rodney's dinner jacket. That's jolly decent of you. You must be exhausted.
Well, I am cream crackered, Your Grace, but don't worry, I'll just mooch around here until I get my strength up for the journey back.
Yes, will do. Make yourself at home, won't you? And if you're around later, I'm sure Cook will provide you with something to eat.
Oh, stay for dinner? Ah, well, pas de deux. And as luck would have it, as I was getting Rodney's evening suit out of the wardrobe, mine came along with it. So I've got all my gear here.
Dinner, yes. Patterson, will you set another place of dinner tonight, please?
For this gentleman?
Yes, Patterson.
Of course, Your Grace.
Well, that's very civil of you. Thank you very much. Oh. Would you mind if I had a pot shot?
No, of course not. Patterson, can I have a gun for Mr. Trotter, please?
No need, sir. I have brought my own weapon.
Would you like these, sir?
No, I can't listen to music while I'm shooting. Right, ready when you are, John.
Do you mean Paul?
Oh, sorry, Paul. In your own time, my son. I'll be all right when I get me eye in.
Oi, where did you get that gun from?
Iggy Higgins?
Iggy Higgins robs banks.
No, but it's Saturday.
Well, coach leaves in an hour. Hasn't been a bad old day, though, has it?
No, it's been all right, bruv. It's been all right. I've really enjoyed myself. I'm feeling a bit cream-crackered now, though. I think I might have a touch of that yuppie flu, you know.
Yeah? Couldn't have something to do with a lobster vindaloo and 14 pina coladas, could it?
Well, might have slowed me down a bit, yeah. Went down the cemetery yesterday. Put some flowers on Mum's grave.
I've been down there lately, Dale. It's all something to do, you know.
No, it's all right, Rod. She understands. She knows that you still think about her.
Yeah, of course I do.
Well, I just, you know, I was just, you know, I was like chatting and that. Just letting her know what's been happening. I bet she was well pleased. Mm. You know, your Cassandra, she reminds me a bit of Mum, you know.
Yeah, good.
She's got drive, hasn't she? You know, that's one thing Mum had. Your Mum had a lot of drive.
Yeah. Cassandra's very ambitious.
That's good, isn't it?
Mm. Nothing gets in the way of her career. No doubt about that.
You must be well pleased.
Yeah.
Because she's an achiever.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a bit like me in many ways.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I've always been an achiever. I never actually achieved nothing, mind you, but with a shout. There it is. This reminds me of the time that me and Jumbo Mills set up a seafood stall outside the Nag's Head. Eels on Wheels, we called it. Who was going to build empires, you know? You know, every pub in London was going to have a seafood stall outside called Eels on Wheels. You know what I said to him the night that we came up with the scheme?
This time next year we'll be millionaires.
I said, this time next year we'll be millionaires. And we could have been, Rodney. Could have been. You know what killed off Eels on Wheels, don't you? It was television.
What, the cook report?
No. It's when television started humanising fish.
What you going on about?
Well, it did. They started to make fish human. You know, first of all, there was that shark thing, Flipper, and he had more GCEs than you. Then there was Squiddly Diddly, the octopus, who used to play the drums. Then was Michael Fish.
Put you out of business?
Yes, it's true, I'm telling you. Mothers used to come round complaining that their kids refused to eat our homemade fish fingers in case they was related to the man from Atlantis. And that report from the council health inspector didn't help none either. It could have made it, though, bruv. Could have.
You will do. You will.
Never stop believing, eh, bruv?
Never stop believing.
Wait, look! Ben, we gotta do something about this.
Someone get some water. Good idea. Water. We need loads of water.
And his coach fitted with a fire distinguisher.
Abandon shit. Come on, get off there.
And what about that time he entered one of your paintings in a competition and you won first prize in the under-15 category?
Yes, I do seem to recollect it, but I don't think you...
And I had to spend a week in Mallorca posing as your common-law stepmother.
Come on then, everybody. Hurry up. Look lively.
All right. Look, I agree that Dell gets a bit out of hand, but I think it's unfair to say that everything he touches goes wrong. Our coach is just blown up.
Don't worry, Harry, I won't tell your governor about it. Rodney, look, come on, it's only 10:15. Let's whip down the old Mardi Gras, eh? Have a couple of jars, you know, scampy supper, eh? What do you reckon? What do you reckon?
No. Look, I promised Cassandra I wouldn't go out, and I intend to keep that promise.
Do you reckon she believed you?
What?
When you said you wouldn't go out in the town.
Well, of course she believed me. Why?
Nothing.
Uncle, you're not trying to suggest that if Cassandra thought that Rodney was going out on a razzle, that she would go out on a razzle as well, are you?
What, you mean what's good with a goose is good with a gander?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Cassandra wouldn't have gone out.
How do you know that?
Because I haven't gone out.
Yeah, but how does she know that?
Because... she just does, right? Our marriage is based on trust.
Yeah, he's right. Cassandra wouldn't go out and join herself.
Thank you.
She wouldn't have to. She got the flat to herself.
So what?
No, I just meant if she felt a bit lonely, she could invite someone round.
Yeah. Like that couple at your anniversary, Stephen and his wife.
So what's wrong with that?
Nothing. No, it'd be a nice bit of company for Cassandra.
She seemed to get on well with that Stephen.
Oh, of course they get on well. They work together at the bank. He is a colleague. In fact, he's more than a colleague. He's on top... He's her immediate superior. No, anyway, she couldn't have invited them two round because Stephen's wife's gone away for the weekend, do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
If that Stephen's been round my flat, I'll kill him.
Now, what put that idea in your head?
I don't know, it's just something that's been bugging me.
Well, what do you want to do? You want to, you know, pop out for a drink and sort of talk about it? Hmm?
Yeah. Might make you feel better, Rodney.
Yeah, well, I suppose I could manage a... This is a conspiracy, isn't it? You two are in league with each other, ain't you? You just want me to come to the nightclub with you, and you want the bed to yourself. Well, it ain't gonna work. I promised Cassandra I would not go out, and I'm not going out, all right?
All right, keep your hair on. Oh, we was only geeing you up. We didn't mean any harm.
All right. Well, let's just shut up about it and get some sleep.
Do with an extra blanket. I'm freezing in here.
Yeah, it is a bit cold, isn't it?
Cold? You bits of kid don't know the meaning of the word. You should have been with me on the Russian convoys. One night it was so cold the flame on my lighter froze.
Come on then, just one quick light ale.
Where have I seen that bird before?
It's that salt. What's her name? The one you went out with for a while, Del.
It's Raquel, the stripper Graham.
No, it is not.
It is, Bill. You look at the board. The great Raimondo and Raquel.
It is her. Raquel! All right.
So I got back to England about 6 months ago. I wasn't sure what to do with myself. I haven't got any family, except a brother in Milton Keynes, but we haven't spoken for years. So I saw my agent, and she tied me in with Ray.
Ray?
The great Raimondo.
Oh, yeah.
He was working in a holiday camp down in Devon. His last assistant had walked out on him. Well, he's a bit of a pig. Anyway, after that, we got a 3-month contract here. Well, it's not much, but it's a job. Keeps a roof over my head.
Yeah. I didn't mean to let you down, you know. I mean, I was on my way round to you when I was unexpectedly arrested.
I know, it's all right. You've already explained.
Why didn't you write to me?
Write to you? I thought you dumped me. I've got pride, Del. Never written to the other blokes who've dumped me. I wasn't starting with you.
Do you want to have a drink?
No, I'm back on stage in a little while. It's been no one else. I mean, since we split up, I haven't... You know, I've not been interested.
No, not me. No, honest.
Yeah, all right, I believe you.
Anyway, what are you going to do, you know, when this contract's finished?
I'm leaving the act. Can't stand Ray anymore. He's got a temper. Sometimes he frightens me. Don't know where I'll go.
Peckham's very nice this time of year.
Is it?
I know, a lovely little flat you can stay at and all.
Well, maybe I'll try Peckham then. Thanks.
Raquel, would you give me your autograph?
Get away.
No, I mean it straight, honest.
I've never given an autograph before.
Well, look, it's easy. All you got to do, look, is just write your name. And your address. And your telephone number. She's straight as a die, you know. Straight as a die. She don't mess around with other blokes, you know.
What, are you saying Cassandra does?
No, of course not. No, I've got nothing against the girl.
That's all right then, because if I thought you... Sorry.
You're a touchy little git sometimes, aren't you, eh? All I was just saying was that since Raquel met me, she hasn't been out with any other blokes.
Well, she only met you 2 hours ago.
No, I don't mean this time. I mean like the first time.
Oh, right.
She has been true unto me.
Raquel, what's all the noise?
The great Raimondo?
What you doing here?
What am I doing here?
We was locked out of our digs and Raquel said we could spend the night here, but we're going to go soon.
Oh, did she? Well, we'll see about that. Raquel, what's the idea of letting strangers into the flat without even asking me?
I'm going to kill him.
No, stay calm, Derek.
It's going to take a bloody good surgeon 3 or 4 hours to get his magic wand back.
Oi. Now, come on, calm down.
I want to know what the hell is going on there, Andy.
Sit down.
Look, I'm not having any magic...
Down. Now, look, there's probably a perfectly simple explanation to this.
Like what?
Well, how the hell should I know?
There is a simple explanation, Rodney. The great Raimondo's a bleeding bully boy, Raquel told me. He's got her trapped here. If she don't play ball with him, not only has she lost her job, but she's lost her home as well. That's blackmail, and I don't like that sort of thing. I'm going to sort it out right now.
Oi, you're not certain of anything. Don't jump to conclusions. Look, for all you know, them two might be... Well, you know...
What?
I don't know. Look, just find out what the situation is first, right? Nice and easy, Del, right? Nice and easy.
Right, I'm just going to go in there and just want to ask a few questions and, you know, like, that's all.
And what happens if you don't like the answers?
Well, that's life, isn't it, eh? Just, I'll know where I stand, then, won't I? Eh? Eh? All right. Excuse me, I'm terribly sorry to bother you. I just wondered if we could have a little chat, see if we could come to some sort of an understanding. Right?
That's the way down, nice and easy.
I didn't expect you back this early.
No, well, here I am. Cass, can we have a talk?
I don't think this is an appropriate time, Roddy. Maybe later.
Look, I really think we ought to sit down and discuss...
To go.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was just passing. So how was Margate?
Forget Margate. What are you doing in my flat?
Hey, back off, Rod. I mean, what's the problem?
Roddy, what's wrong?
Well, I'll tell you the problem, shall I? It's something I've really wanted to do for a long time, but I've never got round to it. So let me run this past you, Stephen. Try and get your head round this. Now you know where I'm coming from, OK, buddy?
Come to Stephen!
Punch me on the nose. But what's she doing here? I thought she was going away for the weekend to her parents.
She was, but there was a rail strike. Joanne brought this holiday brochure round for us.
Do you see anything in it you like?
Hello, sweetheart. How are you today? Oh, good. How's the great Raimondo? Oh, yeah, well, I'm sure in his heart of hearts he understood. Now, we've been back about an hour. Yeah. Hmm? No, everyone's all right. Mm-hmm. We dropped Rodney off at his house, yeah. Cassandra? Nah, she'll be all right. She'll be as good as gold. Rodney's a bit of a charmer on the quiet. Now he knows how to handle situations. Yes, I know, sometimes I wish I was a bit more like him and all. Yeah. Old Albert, he's feeling much better now. Yeah? Oh, didn't you hear? He got a whack on the head. I don't know. The strangest thing, he was lying in bed last night when all of a sudden a rock came flying through the window and it caught him a glancing blow on the head. Dunno, it's a mystery.
No mystery to me. Bloody Gobbo's done it. They should be locked up.
That's right, Unc. That is absolutely right, yeah.
Tell her what happened to Boyce and Mike when they was walking home from a nightclub.
Yeah. What was that?
Someone chucked a suitcase through a window. Caught Mike right on the shoulder. Fortunately, Boyce's head broke its fall.
It's a terrible old world, isn't it, eh, sweetheart? Listen, Raquel, you have forgiven me now, haven't you, sweetheart? Oh, good. You don't make sense. Listen, I was thinking about taking the van out for a test drive next Saturday. Well, I'm fitting a new radio, yeah. I was thinking I might go down to Margate. I wouldn't be in a hurry to get home. I was just wondering if you could get the great Raimondo to do a disappearing act. Oh, Gusty. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, all right, darling. I'll see you next Saturday, sweetheart. Yeah. All right, bye for now. Bye. Lovely jubbly. Oi, what's your game? You want a cup of tea? Go and make one, you lazy old sod. Go on.
Thanks a lot. Well, give us about 10 minutes, because you're just finishing a coffee. All right? Cheers. Your van awaits.
Oh, thanks.
So, you and Del still coming around for dinner next week?
So long as it's still all right with you and Cassandra.
Yeah, been looking forward to it. Sorry it's taken so long to invite you. We was going to pop round and say hello, you know, because Del said you was back in town and living... Staying at the flat with him. And Albert. So, when'd you get back?
A couple of weeks ago. I was over in America having a great time when I suddenly thought...
What, hold on. You was in America?
Didn't Dale say?
Oh.
Oh, it was wonderful. We were doing this tour of My Fair Lady down the East Coast. I was a flower seller.
Cosmic.
Yeah. Right. Very cheap and cheerful, but I was seeing the world and getting paid. We did Atlantic City, Miami, New Orleans. Then suddenly I got this sort of urge to come home.
To Dell?
Yes, to Dell.
Well, I won't come home from New Orleans to see Dell. I won't come home from a New Forest to see Dell.
You don't see him the way I do. He's lovely.
Well, there are many words I could use to describe Derek Trotter, but lovely is not one of them. So, how's the old sod keeping?
He's fine. He seems, I don't know, quieter than when I first met him.
Dell. Raquel, some years ago, Dell went to a monastery and took a vow of loudness.
Oh, that's not fair. No, he has changed. Not so loud and brash as he used to be.
Right, come on in, gather round, ladies. Here is again the Crusader Against Inflation with another bargain of a lifetime. Now, this magnificent little doll here, that would probably cost you £35 up there in Oxford Street. Now, but you know my motto. My motto is West End goods at South End prices. Now, listen, if I offered you this little doll here for £10, you'd probably rip my arm off at the elbow to get at it, wouldn't you? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Because I'm in a festive mood, I'm going to let you have this doll at rock-bottom bargain price. Now, I'm not going to ask you for 10 quid. I'm not going to ask you for 8 quid. What I'm going to ask you for is £7.50. £7.50. Here it goes. Come on. First come, first served. I haven't got many. Come on. Come on. Quick, quick. Don't tell me anything. What is the matter with you people? What is the matter? Don't you see a bargain when you see one? This is not your foreign rubbish, you know. This is handmade in Great Britain. The British toy industry reckon this is the most lifelike doll they've ever seen in their life. And I'll prove it to you. Look at this. Look at this. Here it is, a genuine little baby bottle. You can feed her from the bottle. She wets herself. She laughs. She cries. And if you keep her till she's 13, she breaks out in acne and wants to go to a prostitute. Would I lie? Would I lie to you? I'll show you something else. Another little feature of this wonderful toy. She will even sing a little lullaby to put herself to sleep. Just listen to this.
Well, you going out?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that'll make a nice change, won't it? What is it tonight? The bank's final exams? The bank's annual cheese and wine orgy? The bank's annual yoga and target practice course?
I'm playing badminton.
Oh, I see. Where?
The bank sports club.
Well, you go and enjoy yourself, Cass. I've got a busy evening planned as well. I'm going to sit in and read the bank's pamphlet on our joint pension policy.
God, here we go again. All right, what's wrong this time?
What, with me? What could possibly be wrong with me?
If you don't stop being so childish, I swear one of these days I'll smother you with your comfort blanket.
Me? Childish? You're the one who's got a bit of growing up to do, Cassandra. When are you going to realise you've got a marriage? You've got a home? You've got me?
I'll never forget that, Roddy.
I'll never see you. You just use this flat like a base camp. You zoom in and out of here like a blue bottle with the runs. I've had double glazing salesmen spend more time in here than you.
Well, whatever turns you on.
You know, I mean, how am I supposed... What's that supposed to mean?
Look, Rodney, I like to keep myself busy.
Yeah, but you're always out. On your own.
Because you never want to go anywhere with me. I've asked you before to come to badminton, but you always refuse.
Well, it's because I don't relish the idea of spending the entire evening whacking a dead budgie over a neck. Besides which, all our social occasions are in some way or another tied to the bank.
You resent me pursuing a career, don't you?
No. I admire anyone who wants to advance themselves. But your idea of advancement comes straight out of Rommel's 1001 Things Every Good Panzer General Should Know. It's relentless, Cash, you know, it's blitzkrieg.
Roddy, I'm not trying to advance my career. I'm still trying to make up for lost ground. You, of all people, should understand that.
I have in some way interrupted Operation Cassandra? And what is exactly I'm supposed to have done?
It's just little things, like that day my boss Stephen and his wife came round and you punched him in the face.
We're still on about that, are we?
You broke his nose.
Broke it? I never broke it. Tiny hairline fracture, that was it. Anyway, it was a long time ago and I have apologised 1,000 times for it.
I know you have, and I'm perfectly willing to be understanding, as long as you are.
Look, Cass, how can I put this? It sounds like a ridiculous thing for a husband to have to say to his wife, but I would like to see more of you. The only time we're really together is when we're lying in bed.
With our backs to each other.
Yeah, well, that's only because you turned your back on me.
Well, you started it.
I did not. And why is it whenever we have a dinner party, we have to invite your family and your friends?
We invite your friends as well.
What? You name me one occasion, just one, where I've had my mates round here.
Last month, Mickey Pearce and Jevon and their girlfriends came round for the evening.
I've apologised for that.
And next week you've invited your brother and Raquel round for dinner?
I've apologised for that as well. Look, Cass, we always said if we had a problem with our marriage, we would sit down and discuss it in a mature and adult way.
Fine. Let's sit down and discuss it in a mature and adult way.
That was our last chance.
Good evening, Rodney.
I have never been so insulted in my life.
Well, sit down, bruv. Let me have a try.
What's happening?
Rodney's left Cassandra.
What, again? That's the third time in 18 months you two have broken up for good.
Yeah, well, this time it is for good.
Does that mean our invitation for dinner is off, then?
Well, of course it does.
What's brought all this about?
You will not believe this. She accused me of being childish.
No.
Yeah, it's true. Can you...
Wait, that's my top you're throwing about there.
Well, tonight was the last straw.
Really? What did you do tonight? Tread on your scale-electrics?
Derek, my marriage is broken up. This is no time for sarcasm.
All right, Rodney, all right. Just calm down, will you? Finish your drink, and I will drive you home, and we'll see if we can sort it out, all right?
Bill, you don't understand. I'm not going back. Me and Cassie are finished for good.
Oh. Albert, brandy.
Rodney, you'll have to at least talk to her sooner or later. There'll be things to be discussed.
Yes, like who gets custody of Barbie and Ken.
This is all one big bloody joke to you, isn't it?
No, it's not, Rodney. It's just that you and Cassandra are behaving like a couple of 10-year-olds, don't you, eh? I mean, you've broken up and gone back together more times than JR and Sue Ellen.
Yeah, well, this time it is for good. I am staying here.
All right, Albert, you better go and get some blankets and some pillows and make up a bed for Rodney on the settee.
The settee? Oh, I'll keep in my old room.
Oh, Rodney, you can't keep in your old room because, you know, Raquel sleeps in there, all right?
Sorry.
What's Raquel in my room? I thought you two...
Excuse me a minute, will you, sweetheart? Rodney, excuse me, may I have a word with you in the boardroom? Thank you.
I thought you and Raquel...
No.
What, you mean you're not...
No.
She's been here over a fortnight.
No.
That must be a record.
Rodney, you came storming in just at the moment when I was asking Raquel if she would be kind enough to consider stamping my card.
Well, you just have to say to her, won't you? Say, I'm back now, so like it or lump it, she's got to keep with you.
No, Rodney, come here. Look, you don't understand, do you? You don't understand at all because, you see, Raquel is a lady. You see, and when a lady is ready well, when she's ready to, she will let me know.
Yeah.
Huh? Well, you know, she'd give me a sign or something.
Like what?
Well, I don't know.
Perhaps she put an announcement in the Sunday Sport, eh?
Yeah. All I know is that until that happens, you will be kipping on the settee and think yourself lucky.
Suits me. Anything's better than sleeping next to a cold pair of shoulders.
You gonna let him stay?
I don't know, sweetheart. I just don't know. I just do not know what to do for the best.
Let the boy stay for a few days, Del.
God, that's better. I was starving.
Send him back to his wife. I fought a war for you. What do you want to talk about, then?
Well, first, I'd like to find out how my bottle of Cavossier manages to pour itself. But that can wait. We've got more important things to discuss. I've just had a word with a mechanic from the Peckham Exhaust Centre. Rodney took the van down there this morning. Now, apparently, there's a new receptionist working there by the name of Tanya. And Rodney, the dipstick, has only asked it out on a date.
You're kidding.
I wish I was, Unc. I wish I was. I'm disgusted with him.
What's his 10-year girl look like?
Well, I wouldn't say no. What I mean is that she's attractive enough and she's a nice enough girl, but it's not the point, is it? If Rodney gets seen with this Tanya sort, then, well, it's going to break Cassandra's heart, and then Rodney's going to find himself with the sack.
Yeah. And Alan won't do you any more of that cheap printing you flogged to all your mates.
No. That has got absolutely nothing to do with it.
But you says that was the only money we got coming into the flat.
Yet my only concern is for Cassandra and Rodney's future happiness. Mind you, that printing did bring in a few bob, I must admit. I've got to think of a way in which I can put Rodney off this bird.
So what are you telling me for?
I don't know. Was hoping you might come up with an idea. Then again, I was hoping that Millwall would win the UEFA Cup. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've got it. I've got an idea. Now listen to me. When Rodney tells us about this date with this bird, right, you and me have got to look absolutely horrified. See, as though it goes against the whole of the Trotter family's moral code.
You never caught with that.
Yes, he will. He will. You don't know him like I do. He'll go for that hook, line, and... That's it. That's it. It's him. He's coming. Now, don't forget, you've got to look horrified, right? Oh, yeah. As though you've seen a U-boat off the starboard bow.
Not yet.
Well, what's the matter with him?
Oh, no, I don't know. He's been at the brandy, look.
Percolator's bubbling. Fancy a coffee, Rodney?
No, no, thanks, Raquel. I'm going out.
No. Oh, here we go, Rodney. Anywhere nice?
Going to pictures.
Oh, that's it, Rodney. That's it. Your marriage is going down a Swanee, and you bugger off to the flicks. Very good.
Why don't you just butt out, Del?
All right. Just as you like, bruv. Just as you like. Going on your own?
No. Going with someone.
I'll whack you one in a minute, believe me.
Who are you taking? Cassandra?
No, not Cassandra. It's a girl.
A girl?
Girl? I don't believe these two. I get more sense out of a cross line with the crankies. Listen, I'll tell you what. Cassandra, tell you what. Look, don't go to evening classes tonight, eh? I tell you what. Look, why don't you come out for a meal with me and Raquel? Your dad's told us about this great Chinese place. They do a blinding wonton by all accounts.
Oh, maybe some other time. I really must go tonight.
All right, then. Okay. I'll tell you what, then. I'll give you a lift. Let me give you a lift and I'll drop you right outside the door.
It's only 50 yards from the car park.
Yes, I know, but you don't want to walk past that cinema queue, do you?
Why not?
Well, because, you know, it'd be full of yobs and all that, wouldn't it? Eh? Look, come here, just a minute. Just before you... Just give me a minute. I want to ask you something. Sit down there, right? Listen, have you ever had, like, a nightmare that Rodney'd been out with another girl?
No.
Well, I have. Right. Now, just for argument's sake, tell me, what would your reaction be if, like, you did?
What, Rodney with another girl?
Mm.
That wouldn't bother me.
Oh, good, because Rodney's taking another bird to the pictures tonight.
He's done what? No. Rodney wouldn't do that.
Yes, he would. Oh, yeah. Because he's done it to make you jealous, you see. What he was hoping for, he was hoping that you would see him and this Tanya bird standing in the cinema queue. And I said, Cassandra's far too intelligent for all that. Tanya! Tanya, well, she's the girl from the...
It was just a silly disagreement, that's all.
I thought you said it wouldn't bother you.
It doesn't. The bastard. I love him.
Well, he loves you too.
Oh, it looks like it. We only had a row about badminton and he started an affair with another woman.
No, he hasn't. He's only taken some tart out to see Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I wanted to see that.
Oh, God. Here you are. Oh, dear God. Well, you're taking this very well, Cassandra.
Thanks for telling me, Del.
Yeah, well, all right. I couldn't very well see you walk into an ambush, could I? Rodney's only doing this. It's only his silly way of trying to get you back.
Getting me back for what?
No, not getting you back for something. Getting you back with him.
I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here.
I know you have, sweetheart. I know you are. I'll tell you what, look, forget it. Don't go to evening classes tonight, eh?
No. I'll go round to my friend Emma's house.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, so we keep this just between ourselves, eh? We won't tell the neighbours or your dad about it, will we?
No.
Good girl, you know it makes sense. What time will you be back?
I don't know. Late. Why?
Well, it's just that I'll get Raquel to give you a ring, you know, to cheer you up a bit. Yeah. Because her marriage broke up and all. No, what I mean is, no, she'll understand what you are going through. That's all I meant. Yeah. Are you all right, sweetheart? Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all right.
Listen, I've got to be away.
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay. And thanks, Del.
It's all right, sweetheart. All right?
Yeah.
You won't do anything silly, will you?
No, I'm fine.
Lovely jubbly.
Will you just give me a minute to explain?
Get out of here, Rob. Go to bloody Tanya's or whatever her name is.
Tanya? I don't know anyone called Tanya. Is that a man or a woman?
Oh, don't try and deny it, Rodney. Del told me all about the two of you.
Well, he was lying.
She works at the...
Lovely evening, isn't it?
Last when it rises.
Stuff the roses.
Cat, if you just calm down for 1 minute, you'd realise this has all been a big mistake.
Our marriage was a big mistake.
Cat, we always said if we had a problem, we would sit down
Oh,
and...
just bugger off.
Cat, it's...
Back then.
Why, Del? Why did you tell her?
Well, I had to, Rodney, to save her from any pain.
What about me? She just whacked me in the shin with a badminton racket.
Yeah, don't you raise your voice.
It's gone midnight.
We'll go back to bed then. All right. Will you? Just calm yourself down. Just calm yourself down, all right?
You, of all people, grassed me up. And you grassed me up for something I didn't even do.
Have you any idea what Cassandra's reaction would have been if she'd seen you with that Tanya salt?
Yes! She just gave me a bloody good example of it. I wasn't going to take Tanya out. I changed my mind before I got to the bottom of the lift. I just made a stupid threat out of anger and frustration.
You said...
I know what I said. But there's a world of difference between saying and doing, isn't there? If I'd gone to the police every time you said you were going to kill me, you'd still be slopping out in Parkhurst. Well, thanks to you, my wife now thinks I'm having a passionate affair with a siren of the exhaust centre, and you've offended my neighbours.
People are trying to sleep.
Shut up!
Calm down. Just calm down, all right? All right. Fair enough. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
Yes. I'm sorry. Look, is there anything I can do to help?
Yes, piss off.
You just listen to me, you ungrateful little dipstick. I struggled over here in the middle of the night just to help you. And I was on a promise.
Listen to me. I don't want your help. I don't want your favours, your assistance, or your advice. I don't want nothing off you for the rest of my life.
I was only trying to do the best for Cassandra and you.
Yeah, and to make sure you got all that printing done on the cheap.
You don't really believe that, do you, Rodney?
Probably not. See.
Canadian clubs all round over there, and have one yourself, Michael.
Cheers, Del.
Cheers.
Call it 25 quid for cash.
OK, right, OK. Put it on the slate.
No slate, mate. I've had a visit from the brewery.
Oh, all right. OK, look, there's a fiver, look. And, oh, dear, would you Adam and Eve it? I've only gone and left me wallet at home. I remember now, Damien was playing with it. I was teaching him financial management, you know, how to avoid expensive pubs, that sort of thing.
I'll sell them to someone else then, Del.
No, you can't. These are second-hand.
Yeah, I'll sell them cheap then.
All right, I'll give you a fiver for them now.
Look, Del, it's not my fault. It's the brewery. They've brought in this revolutionary new rule. From now on, customers have to pay for their drinks.
These newfangled ideas. Hang about. Don't go away. I have managed to lay my hands on these radically new designed hairdryers. Right? Now, normally they retail at $69.99 up in Regent Street. But for you, 15 nicker.
Del, look at my hair. I went with one of them. I've only got to stick my head out the window for 10 seconds and it's bone dry.
You see, this is different, because this, look, see that has got what they call a volumizer on it. You see, that gives all your hair, all that body and everything.
Oh, so I could end up looking like Lily Savage. Very tempting, Del.
Go on. I'm giving it to you, Michael, and I, eh? 15 nicker, come on, me.
Go on then, give us it here. But you still owe me a tenner.
Yeah. All right, I'll tell you what, you're a bit of a gambling manager. I'll tell you what, I'll have a little bet with you, right? Double or quits, OK? Now, the thing is, if I win, I give you this fiver for this round of drinks. But if you win, I owe you a tenner.
You already owe me a tenner.
Well, you've got nothing to lose then, have you? Eh? Right, Trig, just a minute. You'll like this, Trig. Watch this. It's a little bet we're having here. OK then, Michael. I bet if you put your hands out in front of you, I can make you turn them over without touching you.
You can make me turn my hands over without touching me.
Exactly. It's called the power of positive thought. All right, off you go. Put your hands out in front of you. Now, the other way. All right, here we go. Come on. Help yourselves. Get it down, you.
I have been in the motor trade for many years now, and until recently I never thought of the damage fumes did to our world. Now, let me explain to you my theory.
Right, Mike. Same again, please, will you?
Just allow me to continue, will you? Now, this is my theory. The future holds the key to all our success.
Well, you better not tell Raquel's dad that. He's an antiques dealer.
Now, recently I have invested a lot of money in electric cars.
Yeah, he bought Tyler a Sky Electric set.
I'm not talking about model bloody racing cars, for God's sake.
Oi, Rodney, come on. Get up this, you're round. Yeah.
If it's the same as the last round, it'll be 25 quid.
25 quid? Mike?
No.
All right, Dave. I can make you turn your hands over without touching you.
Hey?
I can make you turn your hands over without touching you. Go on, hold them out. Now, the other way. See? There you go, Dave.
Oh, this is difficult.
What's wrong?
Well, I got a bit of good news and a bit of bad news for Del. I'm applying for another job.
Yeah? What's the bad news?
That is the bad news. The good news is I'm going to stay on with Del until he can find someone suitable to replace me.
Well, that should take him about half hour.
Oh, yeah, you won't be saying that when I'm the managing director of something, will you?
You got something lined up, then?
There's this job advertised in the paper. Listen. Local company seeks ambitious, energetic and creative young person to join its successful sales force. Well, who they describing?
No, go on.
It's me.
Is it?
Yes. Look, experience with computers, an advantage but not essential. Successful applicant will receive full training, good salary and company vehicle. Well, I'm experienced with computers.
Yeah. But you never got one to work yet, have you?
Yes, I could call in this afternoon and sign the papers. Yeah. Oh, right. OK, then. You'll call back. OK. Bonjour. Got that. The new digital phone suite. Oh, it's clear as a bell, that.
Was that the clinic you were talking to?
Yes. I'll get doctored on Tuesday. They're going to call back and confirm.
You're serious about this, aren't you?
Yeah, never been more serious.
Look, Del, volunteering for this vasectomy is very brave and thoughtful of you, and I'm flattered that you're doing it for me, but you don't have to do it.
That's all right. I think it's for the best, sweetheart.
All right. But I don't want you coming back to me and saying it's all your fault, Raquel, if you get a bit, you know, sore.
As if I would. Oh, that'll be them. Answer the phone, sweetheart, and be posh, will you?
What?
Be posh. Don't want them to think we're a couple of hippity boys.
Yes, sir. Hello, how may I help you?
Oh, hello. I'm phoning about the job advertising in Peckham.
Hold the line, caller. Have you put an ad in the Peckham Echo?
Yeah, for some help for Rodney. Who's that?
Rodney.
What's he phoning me for? He's only in the bloody living room.
No, he's applying for the job.
What do you mean, he's applying to assist himself? Wait a minute. I've got to think about this. Darling, press hold. It plays a tune. Go on.
I'll put you on hold whilst I connect you to our marketing department.
Thank you.
Treacherous little git. I'm going to wind him right up.
No, Del, don't you feel embarrassed?
Yeah, with any luck. Right. Hello? This is the marketing manager, yeah? Sorry I kept you. My name is Ivor Hardy.
Hello, Mr. Hardy.
And you are?
My name is Rodney Trotter.
Oh, Rodney Trotter. You're not one of the Trotter brothers, are you?
No, I haven't got a brother.
45,000. I'm selling at 45,000. Sold at 45,000. Paddle number 674. Now we come to lot 73. A solid silver pocket marine timekeeper. This was found in London by two brothers. Unfortunately, they held on to the piece for 16 years, believing it to be a Victorian egg timer. No, this is quite simply the most significant discovery in horological terms of this century. The watch has been authenticated and accepted by all the leading experts as being the last watch ever made by John Harrison. It is the fabled H6, the until now mythical lesser watch. I feel I need say no more. I'd like to start the bidding at £150,000. Thank you. 200,000. 250.
Oh, dear. It's when he said 150,000, God. That's when I come over real bad me.
You went on, Del. 200,000, 250, free.
Huh?
That's when I dragged you out.
You mean it ended up at £300,000?
It's still going on.
Oh, come on, let's get back up here.
3 1/4. The bid is in the room. 3 1/2.
350,000 quid.
3 3/4. 4, thank you. The bid stands at £4 million. 4 1/4. 4.5 million.
So, what was the final outcome?
It was bought by an anonymous bidder. He's giving it to the Maritime Museum at Greenwich, so at least it stays in the country.
Oh, yeah, well, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, you Wally. What was the final score? What exactly did it go for?
Oh, 6.2 million. So that's just over 3 million each.
Well, we've had worse days.
You want to go first, or should I?
Well, yeah, why don't we go together?
Yeah, all right. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah!